Hello everyone, welcome back to another student vlog. So I've been slowly working on progressing on the notebook, but I have been very distracted along the way. There was the Nadashikon, of course, and then the Nadashikon vlog, and then I took a longer break. And one of the reasons why is because for an early birthday present, my husband got me Tomodachi Life, and I have never used the Nintendo Switch so much in my entire life, except when Animal Crossing came out. And since my hype for it has died down a little bit, because usually when I start a new game I get really into it, and like I won't stop playing it for like a couple days. But since that hype has died down a little bit, I have put the pages together front and back, and I have printed them. It takes a really long time to print the pages, almost an hour for 50 pages of 2 of the designs each. When I print my stationery stuff, I always print it in high quality, and when Charles prints it, it takes longer to print. Of course, if I printed it on standard quality, it would be faster, but I want it in high quality. So I spent an entire day just printing that stuff out, and I printed enough to hopefully make 4 notebooks. And then while in between printing that stuff and today, which has been a couple of days since then, I decided to start collecting Pokemon cards again. I used to collect Pokemon cards when I was younger, and I've been seeing just a bunch of Pokemon videos online. And you know, it's just something to do that's not art and just for fun. I'm not trying to invest a lot of money into it. Or the dream goal is to get a 151 master set, which I know it's gonna be very interesting because I'm not looking to spend a lot on this hobby. So that's gonna be like something that's gonna be very long term. But other than that, like for fun, I'm collecting Jolteons. Jolteon's my favorite Pokemon. And then anything with the original 151 Pokemon on them, because I grew up with that generation, so that generation is my favorite generation, of course. That's pretty much what's been going on with me. Also, right before Nadashikon, I talked about getting a heavy duty paper cutter, which I did end up getting, and you might have seen me talk about it a little bit on Instagram if you follow me there in my stories. My husband and my father-in-law helped me build a little something for it so that it could stay on top of that. So they just built like literally a box. It's custom made so that the paper cutter can sit on top of it, and then it has a little table that opens up like a flap. So like if I need a little extended area to hold paper or whatever, it's there. It's also on wheels, which I'm really grateful for, so I can move it and make kind of like an L shape around my desk if I need it. And yeah, and I also tried it right before Nadashikon to make my notepads. So yeah, I had to figure stuff out, and it was very satisfying to cut those stacks of paper all at the same time. It was really nice. Let me show you all the stuff that I have done for the notebook, and then I would try to hopefully finish that today. Right now I have 2 piles of paper, so there's 50 sheets on each. I have sticky notes on these so that I could put this stack on top, and then when I go through them, I could just look for this sticky note, and that is the other stack of 50. So, you know, it won't be complicated, and I don't have to waste time counting the sheets out again. Every 10 pages, there's going to be the illustration page with the magical Froggo and Fayme down here. And then on the back is the Fayme wings. And then the other extra pages have the flower on top with these lines on it. So every 10 pages has this. Here is the cover, and then here is the inside. The inside has a little fun story. It is in French and English, and then it has the items that are in Fayme's bag in French and English as well. And at the bottom it just says created by Making Art. Now I did want to make this bigger. I originally printed it this size, so it's bigger than this one. But the problem was when I was trying to cut holes and figure out the correct hole punches for these, when I punch it with the mini cinch, the edge here gets halfway punched at the bottom and the top. If I had a bigger machine, the bigger machines usually have things you could pull up and down to keep the punches from hole punching certain spots, but because this is, you know, a smaller one and you can't do fancy stuff like that, I had to decide to just make the cover the same size as the paper. Unfortunately. So if I ever get a bigger notebook punch, I would do the bigger note cover. For now, that was the easiest solution. As you can see here, I did a lot of hole punches. If I center the cover and I center this, then they will work pretty well. But because this is, you know, bigger, it just wasn't gonna work. So yeah, that was the solution to my problem. Just make these both the same size. So now we're just gonna move on to trying to cut these. Hello everyone, it is now May 26th. It has been a couple of weeks now. So if you followed me on Instagram, the same evening that I was trying to finish it, I accidentally cut myself, and it is 100% my fault. I did not take the extra safety precautions that I should have, and I paid for it. And it was not fun. My husband was not home. It was a Thursday evening, so usually my husband's out. Thankfully, my mother-in-law lives really close and she used to be a nurse. So yeah, she was able to help me take care of all that. While my husband came home, I was able to call him. He called his mom, and yeah, we got it situated. I did not need any stitches, thankfully, so whatever we needed to take care of for the wound, my mother-in-law was able to take care of it. She was very nice, and she came over twice a day for the first few days to make sure that it was taken care of and everything is fine, no infections. And then after that, my husband and I took over. The thumb is now fully healed. It still has a little bit of sensitivity. It's amazing how the human body heals. Now I just have to wait for my nail to grow back. Took it really easy to make sure I don't make the injury any worse. That's just how it is. So please don't be like me. Take extra precautions. My husband told me that he was really afraid that this would happen. Unfortunately, it happened the first time I tried to do a major project. Yeah, I will make sure to take extra precautions from now on because I don't want to go through that again. It was not very fun. This does not steer me away from using the heavy duty paper cutter. I still want to use it. So now I decided I'm going to postpone making the notebooks. I wanted to do a shop update with what I had so far and some of the stuff I had for the DashiCon, but we will see. Like, I haven't done a shop update. I also started playing some other projects for fun. One of them is a full illustration. I haven't done a full illustration in a while, but I'll share that in the next student vlog. Another one is a sticker sheet that is low-key Love and Deep Space coded, but if you don't play Love and Deep Space, then like you can still use it. It would be totally fine. And then to get back into the groove of things, I've been working on a little side project for my husband. He plays Yu-Gi-Oh, and there's this card called a Fill Center that they just use that doesn't have really that much of a use, he said, but like people like to use them sometimes. And I'm just drawing his favorite characters, so it's just a little exercise to get back into the groove of arting again. So sorry for the wait. Hopefully there will be more in the next vlog. I'm going to start getting back to the groove of things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to y'all next time. Bye!